National Milk Association. Today, we are putting out the list of the 2025 All-National Milk Association first and second team. Before we get any type of ranking, or whatever you want to call it list, let's go over some qualifications. Qualification 1, current players only. Not done in their prime, so prime Megan Fox will not be making this list. Only the league's top end talent right now. Number 2, they need to have lots of motion, or be bad enough to make up for said lack of motion. If IG model only has 10,000 followers, which says a lot, but that's not top 10 talent, right? She will not make this list unless she is bad as fuck. I mean, like, so fucking bad. Like, Dixie Hart as soon as she enters the room type shit. That is how bad you have to be if you are not at least 100K and up, right? And third qualification. Not really qualification, but this is all based on my personal preference. But what I said goes. This is the official All NBA, All Milk Association 2025, right? Because I am Commissioner Papito Jalon. Lastly, it's not really a rule. It's just throw it out there, even though I feel like I shouldn't have to say this. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I don't need, if this, for whatever reason, gets clipped, even though it's ain't a god fucking person in the stream, I don't want to see any of you bitches on Twitter clipping this, and then all of a sudden, I hate myself, and I hate my mom, and I hate my sister. I love black women. Let me repeat that again. Me, Papito Jalon, Guy, Watson. I love black women. This is strictly just for ha-ha-he-he's. Alright? But, without further ado, let's get into it. And the first All Milk Association pick or player is Madison Beer. This shouldn't be a surprise. This really should be up for debate. Madison Beer is by far the new white woman GOAT. She wasn't always a GOAT. I'm not going to say who was because she's also on this list, but I almost give everything away. But while I was sleeping, she was grinding. She was putting in work at her craft. So even though she didn't come into the league as the most dominant player, it is undisputable. The numbers don't lie, chat. That she is the best player in the league right now. And for that, her NBA comparison has to be none other than Nikola Jokic. I think Nikola Jokic is still the best player in the league in the NBA. So no, she has to be Nikola Jokic. Like, has to be. Any other person, you're just wrong, buddy. But next up for first team in the National Milk Association, we have Hannah Elizabeth Lee. Now, y'all might not know who she is. She does not have the motion of Madison Beer. But that does not mean she is not as talented. She just has to put more time. She just has to keep performing the way she's been performing. And then naturally, she will get to those heights where everybody, and I mean everybody, will know her name. Now for that, I think her NBA comparison has to be someone who is, you can say slept on, because not many people know who this is. She definitely has a big following, but in casual terms, I feel like the average casual person either vaguely or flat out doesn't know who this is. But I think this upcoming season, she will put on a fucking show, and so will this player. So without further ado, her NBA comparison is Franz Wagner, one of the coldest white boys in the game right now. A certified hooper. Just doesn't have the motion and people's respect yet. But he will get it. But next up, in the National Milk Association, we have Close to Graham, aka Cake Batter Club, whichever one you prefer. She one of the best players in the league. Definitely a top 10 talent we have right here. But she kind of falls similarly into the Hannah Elizabeth Lee, where it's like not too many people know about her. But she does have more clout than him. Because I be on TikTok, I see the edits of the rankings of the top 5 snow bunnies or whatever the fuck. I've seen her in the edits, so she's definitely a name, just a name that's not super up there yet. After that, I think her NBA comparison also has to be a player who's widely known, but to the casual, like the most casual people out there who are watching the game, may not know to the extent of how dominant this player has been or is. So for that, her NBA comparison, Donovan Mitchell. Donovan fucking Mitchell. Putting up buckets, one of the best, if not the best shooting guard in the league right now. Dominant performance. It's just that he's not top 5 in the league right now. So until she gets her numbers up, I don't think she is top 5 either until she needs to get more motion. End story. Next, I forgot the sound. Ding, 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 ding. Next up, for the first team, we have Gia Belcito. Right? Now, this is another player who, if you're tapped in with TikTok, you might know who she is. She definitely is putting up numbers back in the day. She definitely looks like another famous TikToker. No, that's not her. But regardless, right? An all-time legendary player. She was, like I said, putting up historic numbers back in the day. It's just that in 2025, she, unfortunately, for whatever reason, is not pulling the same amount of views or numbers. But the talent has not declined. The people have, right? So for that, I think her player should be someone who in their prime was like that, but currently right now, it's just maybe in the tail end of her career, but someone who is still one of the best at her positions. Excuse me. So I think her NBA comparison is none other than current James Harden. Still an all-star caliber player. Still one of the best at his positions. Just she's not Rockets Harden. You know? Which is a shame, because like I said, talent is still there. She just is not Rockets Harden. But next up, in the National Milk Association, the last player we have for the first team is Kim Kardashian, formerly known as Kim Kardashian West. Now, this is a bit of a hot take. It's a bit of a controversial take. A lot of y'all cannot stand this woman. And I'm not going to act like I can't at least see where they're coming from. Alright? Regardless, though, regardless whether you love her or hate her, her impact on the game, you cannot take that away from her. She has been in the game for a while. She won her ring. She already has her ring. Some may call it Mickey how she, got to such levels. But regardless, she got to those levels. She has a fucking ring. Now, for her NBA comparison, it has to be a player who is definitely up there, definitely a top 5, top 10-ish player in the game, but everybody loves to hate on this player. I think off that alone, y'all can guess who this is. Her NBA comparison is Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, like I said, obviously talented player, won a ring with the Celtics not too long ago, but niggas love to hate on Jason Tatum for whatever reason. So that is her comparison. Also, get well soon, Jason Tatum, but not too soon. Nigga, chill out, bro. Like, you don't need fucking put yourself in a fucking supersonic time chamber to get back on the court, bro. Like, the Celtics aren't winning this year, whether you're there or not. Take your time and fucking kill, bro. Fucking relax. But get well soon. Alright, next up on the National Milk Association, we have second team, our first second team player, Margot Robbie. Now, the notes might come as a surprise to y'all. Margot Robbie, she was running the game. Margot Robbie's run was historic. And her peak, there's not a single player in the league that could compare or even really compete with Margot Robbie. But it is 2025. It is fucking 2025. Father Time is undefeated. And no, she's not washed. She is still a very beautiful woman. But she's just not performing at those same highs anymore. So that is why she is on the second team and not the first team. But I would say still a top 10 player, and she's not top 10. Lowest I'll go is like 12, 13. She's like just out of the top 10. So for her NBA comparison, it has to be someone who, in the prime unstoppable right now, still great. Like, the longevity is crazy. We've never seen longevity like this before. I am talking, y'all know, man. I don't know who. I gotta stand up for this one. We are talking about my glorious, most victorious, say his name with me, chat, LeBron Raymond James! Still an elite player. Still can arguably solo anybody that we've mentioned so far on any given day. Margot Robbie is still like that. She is still one of those ones. She is on the Mount Rushmore for white women. But her days are slowly coming to an end of being an elite player. And as much as I hate to see it, she may be the first person, when it's all said and done, to retire inside the top 10. But next up, for our second player in the National Milk Association, the second player for the second team is Sydney Sweeney. Now, a lot of y'all might argue with me too. That says she deserves to be number one. She was also on her historic performance. How could I rob her of such an accomplishment, such an accolade, right? The answer to that's my fucking list. Like Sammy J said, it's my list, I can't fucking miss. But the actual reason, she's had some controversies as of late. You know? Like, such controversies, such controversies that when I look at her, I feel like she's not as bad to me anymore. And I'm not no, like, cancel culture ass nigga who's like, you gotta be perfect. Like, we're all human at the end of the day, but yeah, I just can't fuck with it like that anymore. But still, I cannot deny her historic run. She, maybe not so much anymore, but for the most part, she is still widely beloved from everybody. I forgot which rapper, but she's been in hella rap songs because everybody, and I mean everybody, yes, you watching this at home, would want a Sydney Sweeney. So for her NBA comparison, it has to be someone who is widely beloved. Someone who you, even though she had her controversies, you don't see that much hate, if any hate, on Sydney Sweeney anymore. So for her NBA comparison, I think the only player could be Dirk Nowitzki. Only difference is she hasn't been in the game long enough to win a ring. She will have to continue to put up these stats to get a ring, like my guy Dirk. But even in Dirk's career, the same season he won MVP, he lost to an 8 seed. So She can have a little hiccups, but it's all about how she bounces back. Regardless, though, to the next person. The next person in the All National Milk Association is Overtime Meg. Now, we all know who Overtime Meg is. Sports influencer. She actually knows ball, even though some people say she doesn't. She most definitely knows ball. Pretty woman. Very pretty woman. I think whether you like them thick or skinny, we could all agree that she's just objectively pretty. Very, very, very beautiful person, right? Now, for her NBA comparison, bring it slower. I gotta say too much, but I will say this. Both her and her NBA comparison have had a specific part in the league. And that is Draymond Green, Big Draymond, the blackest name of all time, Big Money 23 Green, whatever his Instagram is. Alright? On to the next person, because that's all I'm going to say about that, respectfully. Second team, I forgot the noise again, we'll just do it. Dun 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 is Hot Block Chain. Now, she has the numbers. She has multiple videos she has multiple million view videos. She was even one of the people that TikTok herself promoted. When she has her little hair like into like that, she's dancing with the shirt, and you see a lot of movement. I'll say, right? So she has the looks, she has the motion, she has TikTok pushing. Of course, she has motion, right? And even though this is not based on personality, she's a very smart woman. How is she second team? Now, she was a little hard to rank because same thing with Margot Robbie. She's one of the few players who on any given day could solo anybody on this list. It's just that someone had to be in the second team, and unfortunately, she just lost out. So that's why she was on second team. But going back to how smart she is, she's probably the smartest person on this whole entire list. A very, in my opinion, underrated trait in this lovely lady. So, for her NBA comparison, I can't just be any regular schmegular all-star, any top 5 player putting up numbers. No. They have to be intellectually smart as well. So for that, her NBA comparison is Jalon Brown. For those who don't know, Jalon Brown coming to the league was touted as too smart to be an NBA player. What the fuck does that even mean? I don't fucking know. But regardless, big brain, great player. Her NBA comparison is Jalon Brown. Maybe if Jalon Brown had left hand. But regardless, Jalon Brown. Now, oh shit. The last player we have is Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter needs no introduction. We all know who Sabrina Carpenter is. She is definitely elite milk. So the real question is, what is her NBA comparison? Now, for those of you who don't know, she fucks with the brothers. She be fucking with us. She had a song where some company told her to keep it PG, and in response she said, company, whoever name said I should keep it PG, something, I just want that BBC in me. Now, a lot of y'all might be thinking it was just a joke, I'm looking too much into it. I disagree. I think she definitely fucks with the colors. With the colored, right? So, for her NBA comparison, right? It has to be someone who's very good. A star caliber player, or maybe even a potential star caliber player, right? It has to be someone who is not black, but fucks with the culture. The whitest black dude you may know. So for her NBA comparison, it is the blackest player in the league, none other than Homegrown, Mr. Oxtails, Mr. Cornbread, Mr. Singing NBA Youngboy on the court. Thank you, guys. Thank you. With that is it for today's stream. Very short stream. This was a little chaotic. Shit. But regardless, guys, on a serious note, we're living in some dark times right now. So now more than ever, it's important to have hope. Have faith that things will get better. And it's not going to come magically. You are going to have to be the change you want to see. You are going to have to try to make the world a better place. Do not let whoever it is, whether it's the person you like at your job, your friend, whoever is keeping you down right now, stopping you from being your best you, always fight back. Never let them win. And with that, chat, that is the official 2025 National Milk first and second team. I don't know if I upload this. I'm not too happy with the result. But regardless, chat, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. And just remember, stay positive.